Good afternoon and welcome to the Friday Afternoon Music Mix. I'm Gregory Sweet, and we got a great show for you today. I've got a couple of guests that I've been real excited about that are here to join us. And I'm going to put one of their songs on because they just arrived just a second ago, and I want to give them a chance to prepare and and be ready for my Q&A that I've got for them. Anna and Patrick are here from the Layawakes from Brooklyn, New York. We're real excited. They're going to be at Conway Muse at 8 o'clock tonight. And I've had another Anna in Tucson, Arizona that requested one of your songs, Anna. So I'm going to play that one, The Great Divide, and then you can tell me a little bit about it afterwards, okay? Here we go, The Great Divide from the new EP from the self-titled The Layawakes. This is called The Great Divide.
Slow like a bow on a string, fast like a wildfire spreading, light as air beneath a wing, but heavy with passion. I was your violin, you were my oxygen, and you made me sing and I made you fly, didn't I?
So can you just tell me, how was I so misled?
Or can you just tell me what was going through your head?
'Cause to me it was so obvious. You were standing on a bridge and I was waving you across, but you wouldn't listen, and it's too late now. You'll stay on your side, me on mine. It's the great
divide,
hard like a touch of sunlight,
but cold like a sleepless night.
soft as a bird in flight.
But it got real loud when we fight.
I was your jack of spades,
I was your slow play, but you hid the ace.
and you hid the truth, well, didn't you? 'Cause to me it was so obvious. You were standing on a bridge and I was waving you across, but you wouldn't listen, and it's too late now. You'll stay on your side, me on mine. It's the great divide.
We were slow like a bow on a string,
And we were fast like a wildfire spreading.
and we were soft like a bird in flight.
And I thought that we'd make it right,
We'd make
it right. 'Cause to me it was so obvious. You were standing on a bridge and I was waving you across, but you wouldn't listen, and it's too late now. You'll stay on your side, me on mine. It's the great divide. Divide. Divide.
Anna and Patrick of the Layawakes are here with us today. You've got a big show coming up tonight, and the first of many coming up in your tour that's starting to promote your new EP, which is just self-titled, The Layawakes. Yes. Tell me a little bit about it, especially that last song, The Great Divide.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here. And we've played at the Conway Muse one time previously, a couple years ago, and that was just at the moment where Patrick and I were deciding to basically make a go of making music together.
Yeah.
And it's a great little venue, and we're excited to be back. The Great Divide, which you just played, was the first song that we recorded together a couple of years ago. We decided to sort of take a little shift in our musical goals and try collaborating, and we worked with a really good friend of ours in Brooklyn, and he produced the track, and then we just decided to keep going after that.
Right, that led to the EP, which actually came out about a year and a half ago, but right around the same time as we released our first child.
Yeah, I saw that. Stanley?
Stanley.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. His pictures are on your website. How old is he?
16 months.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And he's in Bellingham today, huh?
He's in Bellingham.
That's great. That's great.
He gets a shout out on the new album. We started recording a new album with the same people, but so he's going to make an appearance on the next album.
Oh,
but
that's great.
I was going to say we didn't really get a chance to play out this album too much because we've been a little bit busy the last while. So
I understand.
It's fun to get out and sing these songs again.
And I wanted to let the people know that in addition to the EP, is just titled after the name of your group, the duo, the Layawakes, and Conway Muse at 8 o'clock this evening.
Yes.
And I've got to get with Elsa sometime. I just can't. She and I can't connect. But
okay.
I get her email list. That's how I found out about you, and then listened to your music, and I went, oh my God, this is some of the most beautiful music that I have ever heard. It's really gorgeous. You guys are great.
Thank you.
And I understand you're the primary songwriter.
Yeah, we could say that. I think Patrick at least says that a lot of the time.
He did.
He writes great songs. I just have more of them.
Yeah, that's great. You know, you guys are kind of fall into the category of, you know, when I would send your music out to people and they'd say, well, I haven't heard them. I said, you will. You will. There's no question about it. But actually, both of you have a little fame in your own right. I know that you opened, I don't know when that tour was, but you opened for Paul Simon.
That is true. I did open for Paul Simon one time. It was just a one-time gig in New York at the Beacon Theater. That was spring of 2014.
Right.
I probably still have like nervous dreams about it, but it was actually a little bit ago.
He kicked you out on stage with some nice words of encouragement, didn't he, or something?
I mean, you can't tell from listening, or if you can, I'm impressed, but I'm 6 feet tall, and Paul Simon is at least 8 inches shorter than I am, so he somehow still was the intimidating factor. I don't think I had anything on him backstage. So.
I did notice when you walked in the studio door, I looked down to see if you were in heels, and I went, my, that woman is tall, that's for sure, yeah. And Patrick, you've got some notoriety behind you. By the way, although you live in Brooklyn right now, you both are, I think maybe you said you were born in the U.S., though, weren't you?
Yeah.
But Patrick, you're born in Canada.
Yep.
And you have some claim to fame in Canada.
Yeah, I like notoriety better. Can I stick with that? That just makes me sound so much more interesting.
That's great. Notoriety. Please tell us a little bit about your.
No, I can't talk directly about the notoriety, but
the Olympic background. Then how's that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Canada playing hockey and other sports, but I had a car accident when I was 9. I was hit by a drunk driver.
Yeah.
But I was very lucky to be introduced to wheelchair basketball just a year later, like when I was 10 years old. So I've played my whole life. I've been to 4 Paralympics, 4 Team Canada.
Right.
And we had a good little run there. We won 3 out of 4. I have 3 gold medals and a silver medal from Sydney, Athens, Beijing, London.
That's quite an accomplishment.
So, that's what I was sort of up to in my 20s.
That's great.
And part of my 30s. And maybe still will get up to going forward. I haven't officially retired yet. I may be retired. I just might be the last one to find out.
Nobody's told you yet. Right. Okay. That's great.
But I'm still involved in
Good. Well, I want to play another song off of this new album and EP, I'll call it. Let's see. Were there 5 or 6 songs that are on that one?
6.
6, okay. And we played The Great Divide just a moment ago. Your choice. Which one would you like to hear?
Let's play Hush, because we're releasing the video for that.
Oh, good.
Sort of any week now.
That sounds terrific. Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about... Well, let's hear the song first, and then you can tell me a little bit about where that comes from. Here we go. This is Hush from the EP by The Layawakes. FCC thing that I do
Hush, I've heard enough. You're like a disease, and I don't need this. Hush, say no more. You come like a thief, and I don't need you. And people say we'll fix your head, just swallow this pill, it'll get easier. I tell myself, get out of bed, you cannot be ill. But all I hear is voices, voices. I hear voices, 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 closing me in. Hush, don't rear your head. You're like a disease beginning to spread. Hush, you've made your point. You come like a thief to kill and destroy. And people say we'll fix your head, just swallow this pill. Statistics say you're 1 in 10. But all I hear is voices, 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 closing me in. God, I can't think when I hear voices, 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 closing me in. Hush, it's time you go. You're like a disease, killing my soul. Hush, you've said too much. You come like a thief, and you've taken enough.
Well, we're back, and we have as our guests Patrick and Anna. You know, I forgot to ask you, and I always do this when it comes. Do you prefer Anna or Anna?
Just right in between those two. Just the perfect.
I've never had
Anna.
anybody say that before.
Just
That's
Anna.
fantastic. God, what a great sense of humor you two have. It's wonderful. I want to be sure and point out their new EP, which is just titled the name of their duo. It's called The Layawakes, and it's available. I got it on iTunes, and I know that you can get it about anywhere, Amazon and all those places. That's super. And then you're going to be playing tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. at Conway Muse. And so we want, by the way, we are, I should have said this at the top of the hour. That shows you how excited I was to see you guys. We are simulcasting on KSVR 91.7 FM Mount Vernon, KSVU 90.1 FM Upriver Radio Hamilton Concrete, and KSJU 91.9 FM Friday Harbor, Washington, as well as streaming online at ksvr.org. I want to point out, too, that you're going to be, you can go ahead and tell me because I have to look off a sheet of paper, Squamish tomorrow night.
Yeah, at the Ledge Coffee House. They're having a beer event and live music, so it should be a good Saturday night.
Good, good. And then you've got a couple more gigs in BC before you move on further into the interior of Canada. Where is that then? Langley, I think, did you say?
Yeah, we're going to play at, it's actually in Fort Langley at Trading Post Brewery on Thursday, November 10th. And then we'll be in Kamloops, so a little further away on that Saturday at the Art We Are, November 12th. Start
moving east then at that point in
Yes.
time. That's great. Unfortunately, we didn't have a grand piano. It couldn't fit in here if we did. But I know you play piano and Patrick plays guitar, and both of you sing quite beautifully, actually. Your harmonies are just terrific. What got you into this? Because I know you were an athlete, and you've been a musician, but I assume other things prior to that. And
Yes.
What?
Well, Anna was an athlete too. Actually, we met through sports because she played volleyball at Trinity Western University, just up in Langley. And her assistant coach was my best friend, and we met through him and hit it off at his wedding, both doing music at the wedding. So. Anyway, you got your own sports background to talk about, but I don't know. I was always as that much into music in a sense as I was sports. It's just
Right.
I think by accident kind of sent me off on a different path. I think I probably would have ended up in a boy band if that hadn't happened. So silver linings, right? I was a song and dance man.
A regular Cagney, huh?
So yeah, and I think I was like terrified of and also craved the attention of the camera, the camcorders when I was a kid. So anyway, but I grew up with a family that was singing lots of songs. There's some Irish heritage from my grandma's side and campfire, strumming tunes, Canadian folk songs, whatever, just all kinds of stuff. So it was always a big part of my life, but not really any musicians in my family.
Right.
But musical people, and people love to sing songs, as simple as that. So yeah, it's always kind of doing it.
Now Brooklyn is home.
Brooklyn's home, yeah. I moved to New York after I finished at Trinity in Langley.
Right.
And Patrick and I met one year after I was living in New York. I studied composition there. So I was sort of more focused on either classical music or film scoring, composition, but one of the first assignments in school was to write a song, which most people didn't really enjoy doing. These were much more focused on like orchestral music,
right.
My colleagues and whatnot. And I really liked it, so I just kept doing it and sort of went in that direction about 6 or 7 years ago. I just thought, I'll keep writing songs, not really thinking about performing them. And then it all just slowly sort of evolved. Maybe I'll try performing it, and maybe we'll try together.
That's great.
Here we are.
That's what an evolution. It's really super. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Well, let's do another song. And I saw you brought your solo album in here that I didn't even know about. That is called "Feel Better." But I think what we'll do is, in the service of capitalism, let's play another one off of the Layawakes EP, if we can, please. And I asked them while the last song was playing what would be one of their choice. And this particular song, let me look at this and see what I've got queued up here. Patrick asked for this, called "Ready to Be My Man." That sounds good. That's good. Okay, let's put that on.
I'm not ready to say I love you. I'm not ready to make big plans. I'm not ready to keep walking hand
Beautiful, beautiful song. You guys have got such great harmonies. I really, really enjoy that.
I was going to say that that was the first song we wrote together. That's
Oh,
why
it was?
That's why I thought it might be a good one to play.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. Anna and Patrick of the Layawakes, they are going to be performing tonight at Conway Muse at 8 o'clock. And I hope all of you will come out and listen to them. Their music is beautiful. You normally play grand piano, don't you? What is Elsa?
At home.
At
yeah,
home.
they have an upright there, though, which is actually still nice. Because lots
Really?
of times for shows you have to play electric pianos, which is what I'll do for the rest of the tour. But
Okay.
yep,
It's the real deal there.
it's a real piano. It's a real acoustic piano.
That's great. And of course, Patrick, you play guitar and sing as well, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
super. We're really thrilled. You're going on to Canada from here.
Yes.
Bringing your son Stanley with you when you go. And I can't tell you how honored I am that you guys stopped by today before the first show on your tour. By the way, that's terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, you bet. Wish you well tonight. Hope you have a good crowd and a good turnout, and everybody likes it, and the rest of your tour goes real well. Will you come back and see us again next time you're in the Pacific
We'd love
Northwest?
to, yeah, we'd love to.
Be great. And please do me a favor, when you get that new CD recorded, would you send me a copy of it? Because we'll play it here on KSVR and KSVU and KSJU, and live out over the air on ksvr.org. It sounds great. Okay, here's James Cotton, and I'll let these guys get going then.